Uh,
Code
So,
HS.
Code
I'm
HS,
I'm recording the meeting now.
so Code HS has, we use it for Computer Science A, Computer Science Principles, AP courses. But I also use it for my web. I just had two of my sophomore high school students pass with the Microsoft Technology Associate in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript just now, like 15 minutes ago. Even through the pandemic, they were able to get those certifications. And then they're doing the AP exam too. So it's keeping it hands-on, doing things. That's,
Okay.
I guess that's the vocational model, you know?
Okay. So just not just teaching, right? Maybe you just talk a little bit and then begin to do something, then talk about a little bit and do something again, something like that.
As many activities you can have them interacting with. That's the key.
Okay.
Keeping them in, you know, how should we say, involved, not just listening to talk, having them do things. Act, you know.
So like working on exercises and things like that
Yeah.
would be a good thing.
Yeah, that's that basically. If you can take a look at Code HS, because it's constant building projects, doing projects. Like I said, I'm setting up some summertime stuff for the kids that I think I have quite a few of my kids that are coming your way, our way, I should say, in this program. I really tried to sell it. So
Thank you.
Matter of fact, we have, we're Greater Lowell Tech. We're vocational technical high school. But
Okay.
in about 15 minutes, kids from Lowell High are gonna walk through Lowell High School, are gonna walk through the door because we have what's called After Dark, a grant program that my partner Steve, who teaches juniors, and I teach from 2:30 to 5:30 every day. So we're bringing kids from Lowell High to learn the IT courses.
Okay.
And that's all hands-on. It's continue, you know, that's a way to keep their interest.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking because it's very easy for us to just teach in a college way, but apparently it doesn't work, right? And so we all have to think about how to teach the kids. And for example, here I'm not sure how, but when Larry and Claire and Sloan to give the talk, and maybe we can maybe we can just talk about a lot of stories, right? I mean, and for those invited talk, right? And for example, cyber crimes, maybe Claire can give some examples, give some stories.
Yep.
I usually do some of that. And you know, you've got a good list here of different types of attacks and how they work, and you can relate it to, you know, some, you know, like Colonial Pipeline, right? Or you know, things that they've heard about TJ a long time ago, but keep it current.
Yeah, I just listened to the 2021 Gencyber meetings. The two things this said which are critical to engage high school students are relevant. So it means that what you teach is relevant to their life or to about around them, something around them. The other one is what is the other one? I forgot. Yeah. So but how to do the relevant and keep them interested is something that I have been thinking. And
you know, what I suggest is the other appendage of the teenager's body. It's called their cell phone. Okay. if you can relate things of hacking their phones, that would be a good way of getting their attention.
Okay. Yeah, let me think about that. And we do have ways. And although it's not in my plan, but I can think about it. And and we did a lot of actually those kind of hacking. And but how to if we want to translate, if we want to transfer everything into teaching materials, that's a lot of work for me. And let me think about that. So one thing we are using here is so basically students will use something like this. And so what we have now is it's basically 2 virtual machines. So you can see here, this is a Windows 10 virtual machine, and this is actually a Kali Linux virtual machine. And I feel, so what we are using is very different from what you are using, and so Paul, and I feel that's a kind of very different. And so for example, in my class, let me show you something I'm preparing, right? And for example, here is my Windows virtual machine, right?
Yep.
So in my Windows virtual machine, then for example, here I can show the IP address, right? This one will show you what is the IP address, and you can see this is the IP address, right? And something like that. And here, so this is my leaks kind of virtual machine. I feel now my computer is very slow, maybe because of the meeting.
Yeah.
Very slow. Okay, let me shut off my. It's now very slow. Shut off my video now. So you can see now it's frozen now. Okay, but it's okay. Let me just close it. Yeah. So this is what we have been using in our college at UMass Law. So I have been using this to teach the malware analysis class. But today, and it was okay. Let me see here. Okay. So for example, so this is what we prepare to give students. So each of them will have one Kali VM, Kali virtual machine, and each of them will have actually a Windows 10 virtual machine. So this is a Windows 10 virtual machine. This is a Kali virtual machine. And so each of them will have these 2 virtual machines. And then, so they will play with it. But let me show you one thing I did. One thing I tried to engage high school students, see if you think it's okay or not. So what I try to show here is I'm going to start a server. This is a simple like a knock server. So when you type something, it will see, oh, who are you, something like that. And oh my goodness, now we're so slow. I'm not sure why. I think it's because of maybe I'm sharing the whole screen here.
Yeah.
It's so slow now. I even cannot click here. Okay. Now it's so slow. I even cannot find my mouse. Oh my goodness, where's my mouse? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's so slow. I even cannot find my mouse. Where's my mouse? Oh, here. Okay. So this is one of the things I try to show them how hackers can get into your computer. So for example, here, this is a server, right? Then for example, I'll start the server. I'll show you what it's doing here. So I'll start the server. It's super slow today. Not just today. It's just super slow now. hope this will not happen during the camp. So we have to test it.
Yeah, it's good time to
Yeah.
test it.
Yeah, we have to test this because you see when we have the video, right? And now it's so slow. It was very smooth before we started the meeting, but now with the meeting, it's so slow. That means when I teach the class, when everybody teaches the class, and teaches the camp, and if we share, we try to show something, this will be a problem, right?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What hardware are the students required to have at home?
That's a very good question. And we don't really require a lot of things. So they will access a cloud through the website.
Okay.
And so really, they have to basically install something called the OpenVPN. So the OpenVPN is a tool that will build a secure connection to our cyber range. Okay, so they have to install OpenVPN, and we will provide them some kind of a certificate, but the process is very simple. They just need to actually use the open the file. That's all they need. Then once they have an OpenVPN, they can use a browser to actually log into our website, and then they can use that website to access the two virtual machines.
Okay, so we're talking a Windows machine, not a Chromebook, right?
The Chromebook can do the same thing.
Okay.
And
good.
that's what I heard. And so I'm trying to buy Chromebook and test if it
Yeah.
works. But maybe it's too slow. But a lot of thing here is we found that if we use the web browser, actually the experience is not so good. Sometimes when your mouse moves, then you see the lag. And so then that's why we recommend that students should also use TeamViewer. So TeamViewer, I checked it can be installed on even Chromebook, and it can install on Mac OS, Linux, Windows, whatever they use. So they can use all of them. So basically, they need the two software, OpenVPN and TeamViewer. TeamViewer will give you perfect experience using these two virtual machines. Okay, so that's what we want.
But the reason why I'm asking is I know, like, we provided the students in my program with new ThinkPads, brand new ThinkPads, and but pretty much every student in the area has received a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of them might only have the Chromebooks. So that's
You're
something to
right.
consider.
Yeah, so I need to actually contact their school, actually ask a school to install the software because they don't have the admin rights
Yeah,
to
well,
actually install. Yeah.
yeah,
So
like for example, the students that we have cannot install anything on their equipment.
yes.
We could not run, I don't think they can run the virtual private network. You know, they couldn't, I'm not sure, but it would be worth a test. I have my kids, my high school kids, until the 10th of June.
Mhm.
The grade low kids and the low high kids I have till the 16th, and they all have the same brand new ThinkPads.
Okay.
So if you wanted to run a test, you know I have a couple of them that are participating in this program for the summer. So, I mean, I could talk to them and see if we could use them as a test subject to test ahead of time.
Yes.
You know, that way you could work out the bugs before they work you out.
Yeah, now see, now I'm so slow. My goodness, this cannot happen and during the camp, right? And yeah, we have to pay attention. I'm not sure why. Now you can see when I start the video sharing, screen sharing, now it's so slow. See here, it doesn't actually, when I click this, it doesn't actually start. My goodness. We have to think about how to deal with this.
It might be because you're doing the Zoom on top of it too.
Yeah. But I remember when I was actually teaching during the semester, this never happened. I'm not sure why today it happens. But this is not very normal. You can see so slow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and See now, even I put some commands. Oh, I might put a command is okay. So for example, here, what I want to show you here is so for example, they use this telnet. I'm not sure if you guys use this one before or not, to connect to this computer, right? To connect to this server. So this is a server running here, and so then here.
What's that? Okay, excuse me, what's that? A student coming in from Bohai.
Okay.
Hey, Zinwin, while we're waiting, did they ever purchase that cyber range for the for UMass Lowell? You know?
What do you mean by cyber range?
That was CyberBit had a cyber range for that
No.
for the lab. Oh, they didn't do it.
No.
Okay, I was thinking that might be a good. They have some already written labs and things like that.
Yeah, the problem is not that. The problem is how do we teach high school kids? That's the problem. Yeah, that's the key thing. We have all the labs. I have to teach mirror analysis the whole semester. That's not a problem. We have enough labs. The only thing, the only thing is about how to teach them.
What is the time frame on this again? It's from what time to what time?
The time is September. No, July 13th, I think.
Okay.
July 13th to, we still have some time. July 12 to July 23rd.
Oh, I think it's July 19 onwards.
Not July 19. No, July 12, 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Program.
July 12th?
Yeah, 2 weeks. 12 to 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do only have morning. We don't have afternoon. That's what Fred suggested. So Fred wanted it to last for 2 weeks, and because he thought kids cannot actually sit over there for a whole day.
Okay.
Now, what time is it run during the day?
From 9 to 12.
9 to 12. Okay. So 3 hours a day is the time block we're looking at.
Okay.
So
10
days.
10 days, yeah.
10 days at 3 hours a day. So we got to fill that with fun stuff.
Yeah, that's a big challenge actually.
Yeah.
That's a very big challenge.
Doing.
That's what I'm thinking. I found it's not very easy when I was trying to think about that. So it's not very easy. Now you can see, now I got a problem now.
Yeah, this would lose a lot. This is what we want to overcome before you have them in front of you. You know what I mean?
But Zinwin, you could demonstrate, for example, a different kind of an attack, or
yeah, I'm not sure now what is happening now, but why it doesn't work now. Anyway, I think I need to prepare this better, and I tried this the whole morning, but I'm not sure what is the problem now. So it looks like it's working here. Why there's no return message? So what I'm trying to show them is, so basically, they will play with this virtual machine, right? And so they will play with this. So now this right, just slow. Oh my goodness, so slow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so then I will see knock. Then I should then see. So basically, you can see here when we have send a different kind of command. So I'm not sure what's happening here now. And so basically, the students will play with this a bit, and this will send a command to here. This will send them back.
Okay.
So this is a normal procedure, right?
Right.
So normally it runs like this. Then we will show them now if you actually play something, right? For example, you will start a program. So let me go to here. So for example, here, so of course, in the, so for example, here, so this is something kind of, I feel it's very complicated. I need to find a good way how to show them what is going on here. So for example, I'm starting a server here, right? So what I want to do here is, so when I actually try to attack this server, and
Okay,
here, this is the attacker computer, right? And
right,
this attacker will be able to log into this computer. So I'll
okay,
see this is the procedure. I'm not sure if it works now. And so for example, we are going to use Python here. So the Python here will do this export for, and choose, that's right. And then, so for example, we do this, okay. And I see it doesn't work. I'm not sure why, so we need to figure out. So basically here it should basically give you the access to this Windows 10 virtual machine.
right.
Something's wrong now. I'm not sure why, and but I'll figure out. And so this is something I'm thinking to show students so that they understand how you can actually hack into a computer. But the problem you can see here is I typed a lot of commands, right? I have to explain what is going on here. And so I feel it's very hard for me to explain what is going on here. So that's my concern here. So Paul, what do you think?
All right, what I'm thinking is you got 30 hours of content to fill. Okay,
Yes.
and they gotta be actively engaged in participating in it. Now, this is great as a demonstration to,
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. See now, did you see that? So now you
sorry
can
about
see,
this.
yeah. So
Everybody room 2249.
okay, let me show you here. Now it seems now it's working now. Give me 1 minute, okay. Okay, so here is you can see here, I'm going to start this command, right? This is, let me show you here. Basically, this is the attacker. Attacker starts their own program. And this is basically the vulnerable, now it's becoming again. Goodness. See, this is I start worded. Oh, that's weird. That's super slow now. So this cannot happen during the
No.
during the teaching. I will lose all my students.
Yeah,
That's for sure, right, Paul?
yeah. So 30 hours is a good sized block of time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my suggestion is I'm going to look at, look into some canned curriculum that's for cybersecurity
Mhm.
that is done. I mentioned the Code HS. Okay. They have brand new stuff out on cybersecurity. It's turnkey. I'm using about 5 or 6 different modules of it, and it's the assessment models, it tracking models built into it, and I believe I can check into it that
Oh my
you
goodness.
you need a solid curriculum for them to follow. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yes. So that's
Um,
what. Yeah, you're right.
You know, that they got to be able to be engaged. They need to be doing something, not just watching and following along with something. They have to like interact with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them do it, right?
Yeah, and that is definitely a way you can keep them engaged.
Mhm.
If I could.
I got a couple of questions to Paul, if you don't mind. So, like, how many activities do you suggest for 3 hours, or 1 hour? So we have like 45 minutes and like 10 minutes break or something. Like, what
Yeah.
kind of time frame do you suggest?
All right, for example, 5 days a week, 3 hours a day is what the young man that just came through.
Right.
We have them for that block of time. What we did with them for the whole school year, never mind 2 weeks, was they worked on their AP Computer Science principles curriculum, okay, which is a canned package, all done. Everything's developed for you, okay, to get you through to the AP exam. And then, so that was for the first hour and a half. All right. Then we give them about a 15-minute mask break because, they're for the first part, they were remote. So there was, we came back around February in person. And some of the kids stayed remote, but this curriculum worked ideally for remote because it was self-paced, it was self-explanatory. It was a canned package. And the second half of the day was into HTML, CSS, Bootstrap curriculum that is leading them all to Java. Well, the AP curriculum was done in JavaScript. They wrote their apps with JavaScript. So they go for the Microsoft certifications in JavaScript. The web development curriculum was Microsoft certification in HTML and CSS. So it is, it's a solid curriculum.
Okay.
And I know that I'm not a salesman for Code HS. It bailed us out big time in this pandemic when we had to teach remotely. Before I was using other curriculum, code.org, mobile CSP, App Inventor, where the kids could be in front of you hands-on and you could type, but being in a remote situation, this Code HS is ideal. And I could look it up. The cybersecurity stuff is probably 90 hours of curriculum. So you can handpick what you wanted out of it. So that, and I think they offer, I don't know if they, because of the pandemic situation, whether they're still providing it free. But I know we paid, because we want the more, the monitoring more so for grading and things like that to make sure, well, this is more of an enrichment program. You're not really going to give a grade so much to speak, but it tracks their progress, which is nice too. And I'm thinking of anything to this caliber for cybersecurity. They have an introduction to cybersecurity curriculum. And at this point, if you want to keep them engaged and something to do, not just to be talked to, you want them to interact with it. It's a key. But their attention span is that, they'll be on their cell phones texting while you're talking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I just shared the
so
link.
here you
of
go. You got it up
Code's
right
HS.
now.
Yeah. Yep.
How many? So they have a middle school, high school level. So there's different levels of it. It's definitely, like I said, we started with it when we went out last March. I needed something to fall back to do remote. And I did it all this year, and my colleagues and I'm talking the AP, CSA, the Java, AP Computer Science Principles and other SQL. We're doing Python with it. We're doing all these different courses. You can see that if you look at the library of all the stuff they have there,
Mhm.
you know, it's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
investment.
Yeah, I think it's good. It also gives us like a syllabus as well, so we can try to find the module, 5 module that we have in the proposal and try to find it from the Code HS website and see what can we use and what can, we, revise and all that.
Yeah, you got 30 hours, and like I said, there's might be 90 hours in there. So you could pick and choose but it's all canned,
Right.
it's all done, it's all ready for you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? No
Right.
curriculum development needed.
Yeah,
That's the
That's nice.
yeah. And
professionally done, I'm assuming as well, Paul,
oh,
right?
it's very, like I said, this is my first trip to the rodeo, you know?
Yeah, actually, this is the plan. So basically, now we heard from Paul how to run the high school kind of a camp, high school class, and so let's do this. So basically, I think I'm going to send an email, ask everybody to prepare what they are going to teach, or the curriculum, the detailed curriculum, for example, by June 14th. So maybe we will have we are going to have another meeting in this week, and then so we will present, okay, what we are going to teach, what is the detailed curriculum, and for each module here, then Paul can just tell us if it's okay. So how about that?
Yep.
Yeah, I just need and right now I'm wrapping things up with the like my day would run normally from 7:30 to 5:30 because of but I alternate with my colleague.
Mm-hmm.
Today I have off, tomorrow I'm doing the low high students. So
Okay.
he does one day, I do the other, so but that's running till June 10th with my regular high school kids.
Okay.
And we call it after dark was the low high is the 16th, but then I'm off till August 30th. So but
Okay.
we need to get together before that, I understand.
Okay.
So I was gonna say, so Zinwen, we should each give you a proposal for that outline that you had, each of those different attack types.
Yeah, I will share this proposal with you guys and indicate who will teach what.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
by basically June 14th, that we are going to schedule another meeting this week, right? This week.
Okay.
And then we'll find a time and when Paul will be available. So then we will meet, and then everybody just go through the content they plan to teach, and Paul will listen and give suggestions. So that's the plan. How about that?
That sounds good. So between the 4 of us, then, right? Is there 4? It's going to be 30 hours. So it's going to be about 2 days each, or 2 half days each, or what were you thinking for that?
So what happens is like this. I think about, for example, Larry, you only have 1.
Oh, good.
you only do this. You only do this.
You can do more.
Yeah,
no, that's
you only do this one.
Okay.
And for example, for Claire will do this one and this one.
Oh, okay.
then Shashank will do this and this.
I see.
And I'll do other kind of things like this and this. So we are kind of divided. And for example, Saron will do this one. Okay. And so we are split. So we are all the work is split between us, and so everybody just teach a part of that. So you don't really have much. You don't have really much to teach, but you want to make sure during your time everybody will love you.
I'll give out candy, right? Yeah.
That's
look,
good suggestion.
It's cyber though.
Cyber candy.
Cyber candy, right? No, great. Okay, good. Thank you for that. That's very
Yeah.
helpful. That's very
Yeah,
helpful.
I would just when I send an email, I'll explicitly indicate who will teach what.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, and most of the load is on actually Shashank and me because we got more money.
That's good. That's good.
And so that's basically what we are doing here. Actually, we got another cybersecurity professor next year, this fall. So this year,
Oh, nice.
the UMSOCS recruited 3 more professors.
Wow.
We got 1 more cybersecurity person. So now, basically, including Claire, that we have 4 people working on
great.
cybersecurity. It's really
Nice.
super. It's super great.
That's
And
terrific.
yeah, that's really wonderful. And so I think we will have enough talents to do anything. But the only thing is, how can we tell the high school students what we know?
And Zinwen, I'll send you the stuff that I had on. There's a cyber lab. You don't have to use it, but I'll just send it to you. There's a cyber lab that has a bunch of different attack scenarios already built.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll send it to every. I'll just send it, and if they'll let you use it for teaching.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
so you'll
so-
know.
Yeah. Great. So Paul, would you have time actually in a week of like June 14th?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send an email and I will make sure. So basically, by that time, we should have a very concrete plan actually tailored for high school students. That's the key point.
Right.
So I can teach the class without stop for like 1 summer, but the problem is the high school student will hit me.
Yeah, you gotta keep them involved in doing something, not just listening to,
Yeah.
I
PowerPoint
think
slides. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That won't do it.
they'll have a mutiny big time quickly.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I think just give them demos is not enough,
Yeah,
right?
they gotta participate.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
If you can teach one to hack the other's computer, then that'll really, and if you tell them the threats against their other appendage, their phone, that'll wake them up.
Sure. Let me think about that. We actually did a lot of those kind of things, and we have a lot of tricks. And but just sometimes how to set up the environment is a problem. So this is what I try to show you. Okay, then let's see if it works. It works. Okay. So now you can see here. So you can see now from my Caddy computer, I can actually get into the Windows VM, right? So this is how the attacker can do. So I think I will listen to Paul and set up this environment better so that students, the high school students, they can play and they can try, and finally they can succeed to hack into each other's computer, right? So I think that maybe, so we want to actually engage them, let them play, and so they will feel they learn something, right? And
I have a student that is my Lowell High. He's a junior at Lowell High. He's in this program, and he's a very bright young man, Kim Sung Lam. If you see his name, you want to have him in the program. But I think I could talk him into testing some of this stuff out to get a perspective from their end too. Just to say, what do you think about this type of activity? Because he's going to be in the program.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me see. I have actually all the students here, and so where's he?
Excuse me 1 second.
You can see it, no problem.
Simon, I have a question. So in terms of recruitment, we have like 80 students or something. So are we gonna put them into one Zoom class?
So for the lab, we are going to separate them into like maybe 6 groups. And for the labs, right, one TA will be responsible for one lab. But for the big lectures, now everybody will be in the same virtual room.
Yeah.
And
Line
Yeah.
3 is what the young man I'm talking about.
Which one?
Line 3.
Line three.
Line 3, Kim Sung Lam.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we already got so many. We already got. I asked them to confirm, and I think more than 40 of them already confirmed.
Nice.
And then I'll send an email maybe tomorrow, ask them confirm again. If they don't confirm, because we have a waiting list here.
Yep.
So we have
Oh.
another, we have waiting list here. And I also got a few emails, and they wanted their students and children to actually participate in this program. But now the only thing is that we want to make sure we teach well.
Right.
And it's a big challenge for all of us, right? It's not a big challenge for Paul, but it's a really big challenge for Larry, Claire, and everybody else, and me.
Right.
And because we never actually, we are used to just telling everything without a response, right?
True.
we are
That's
just
true.
murmuring all the time, and we don't care if they respond.
A challenge. It's a challenge.
It is a challenge. It's a big challenge. That's why we need you.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here for you guys.
Yeah, I think that's good. And then now we understand what is going on here. And so any questions? And if there's no questions, I'll send an email to everybody and specify what you are going to teach. Then you have to listen to Paul. You have to listen to, I think you have to listen to Paul, because when I was listening to that YouTube, this one, oh my goodness,
Mhm.
she's still in college. So you don't understand what she's talking about. All jargons and all terms, and you couldn't understand what is going on. So that's why we really need a Paul here. And I think that's everybody here prepare their materials well, and let's have a meeting during the middle of June, and I think it will be good.
Very good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Look forward to working with you all.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and
you.
and I'll make sure, and you guys will get paid. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
talking to you. Bye now.
Good talk to you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.